Hey guys, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I have some breaking news. I have some breaking news. There is a suspect that has been identified in the murder of Young Dolph, Justin Johnson, and we have seen this gentleman before. We've seen this guy before, and he is now wanted. He is now wanted by the TBI, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. U.S. Marshals are currently hunting down Justin Johnson, 23-year-old Justin Johnson. This is a huge break in the Young Dolph case. Hey, Queen. Hey, Third Eye. Good to see you guys. I was actually scheduled to do a live on a different topic, and then this happened. And again, this is breaking news. This is literally just coming in. There has been a suspect identified in the assassination of Young Dolph. We have talked about this man before. We have actually looked at one of his music videos that he had done. He had actually done a music video at the same scene of the crime, where not only was the car found in which that was used to assassinate Young Dolph, a body dropped 24 hours after the car. I believe this man goes by JoJo Splat, but let me verify that. Now, law enforcement has put Justin Johnson on the TBI most wanted list. It is stated that he has ties to organized crime and should be considered armed and dangerous. There is a combined reward of up to $15,000 for information leading to his capture. This is really good news. And I know that this is going to be like a release, a wave of release almost to many people that have been following the Young Dolph case. There was a time there I was starting to wonder if anything was going to happen. Now, you remember the absolute shocking subsequent, even the subsequent 4, 5, 6 days after the murder of Young Dolph. There was a bunch of weird stuff going on, right? We were plugged in. We were plugged into a lot of different streams. We were plugged into a lot of things that were going on in the ground in Memphis from the very day that this happened. And this man, Justin Johnson, has always been a suspect when it came to social media. He was identified as a suspect within 2 or 3 days of this happening. And the reason why is because, these people, they love to do, throw up guns in their music videos, right? They love to, it's the clout chasing of epic proportions, okay? Now, Young Dolph was a father, regardless of his image as a gangster rapper or whatever you want to call it. Young Dolph was a businessman. He was a very well reputed rap star. He was a father. He was a son. He had children, very young children. He has a beautiful wife who and then to top all of it off, in recent events, we witnessed a real crazy epic clout chase, when it came to this whole Young Dolph situation with Black youngsters troll looking ass, right? Black youngster, the guy over there that was deleting my comments because he didn't like my criticism of that trash ass so-called diss record that he released called I'm Assuming, okay? It was garbage. It was trash. And it was very unbecoming. He didn't have to do that. He did not have to clout chase like that, okay? But anyway, I digress. So I've already dragged him. Hey, Tyler, how are you? Hey, Zion, how are you? So again, Justin Johnson, He is wanted by the Memphis Police Department and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation for first-degree murder, criminal attempt first-degree murder, theft of property, $10,000 to $60,000. Justin Johnson should be considered armed and dangerous. Justin Johnson has been added to the TBI's most wanted list. A reward of up to $2,500 is being offered for information leading to his arrest. If you have any information, I have no doubt, okay? I have no doubt in my mind that social media absolutely works. I've watched it work. I've watched many of you sleuthers, many of you web sleuths like myself that really leaned in on this case, and your hard work is being paid off. You all should really, give yourself a pat on the back, because many of you and your tips and your eagle eye out here on social media has everything to do with why there is now a wanted poster with Justin Johnson's name and face on it. Now, to maybe people that may not know, which I'd be a little bit surprised if they didn't know who Young Dolph was, right? But if you're not familiar about who Young Dolph is, you should get familiar. You should get familiar. I recommend Preach. It's a really good song. I recommend the song Scale as well. But this is the image that was seen across the world, right? This was the image that was seen across the world. Remember that Bass Pro hat? Shout out to Dolly Lamas T, baby. She sent me the tip on this. She's like my little producer or something. And she sent me the tip that this had been posted. If you recall, as soon as this photo came out, we were here talking about it. And it was the Leak U family that was able to identify that this was a Bass Pro hat. And then as time went on, a lot of you guys, in the Leak U community or whatnot, and shout out to all of you guys, I really do appreciate you very much. It just kept going and kept going and kept going. And before you knew it, we had a music video. We had a music video with the same individual wearing a Bass Pro hat. Who rocks a Bass Pro hat? Now, these two men accosted Young Dolph. Two men accosted Young Dolph outside of Makita's Cookie and Bakery in Memphis, Tennessee. I cannot begin to relate to you how the world somewhat stopped when this happened. I can't tell you how wrong it felt. I can't tell you how stupid it felt. It didn't even matter. It was just, this man, he's in town. He stops by his local favorite cookie bakery and he gets gunned down. One guy had a chopper. The other guy had a pistol, from my understanding. One of them, we even went through these exercises, okay, looking at their clothing. They had masks on. They were driving that white Mercedes, that two-door white Mercedes. Man, I got to really say, guys, shout out to the Leak U family. You guys rock. You guys really do rock. Now, these two masked gunmen were caught on surveillance footage before fleeing, okay, in a getaway car, which was the white Mercedes. Now, the federales have been involved in this case. They allege that Justin Johnson shot Young Dolph to death. And they say he also has an outstanding warrant for violating his federal supervised release from a separate weapons offense. There was a second person, though, in this surveillance video. Authorities have not mentioned or named him. But again, I said it then and I'll say it now. You killed the wrong one. Now, I want to show you guys really quick this crazy. Give me just a sec here, because I do want to bring up Memphis news just to see if they're doing anything, because as you guys know, the Memphis news was even live, okay, talking about the situation. And it's it's not really a normal thing, right, for Fox 13 to be running live strings. But listen, this is huge news, especially in the Black community. Okay. I can't tell you how huge this is. And I'm going to be able to literally lay down tonight feeling like, oh my God, this isn't going to be like another Tupac situation. This isn't going to be like another, Biggie Smalls situation. Now, I'm going to tell you, to Fox 13 out in Memphis, please don't try to force me to subscribe to this. Now, why did you pop this pop-up up and I can't even get it off the screen? I want to get to the news, okay? So let's see what's going on here in regards to this. This is everything currently that we know about the death of Young Dolph. I'm expecting some media to show here. Young Dolph, as you all know, Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. shot and killed in Memphis on Wednesday, November 17, 2021. Maurice Hill, the owner of the cookie shop where the shooting happened, Makita's Butter Cookies, told Fox 13 his employees said that Young Dolph, age 36, walked into the store to buy cookies. Someone then drove up and shot and killed him at the South Memphis bakery. Fox 13 learned from U.S. Marshals that 23-year-old Justin Johnson is alleged to have shot Young Dolph. Again, a $15,000 reward. Now, let me bring up that video that he did. Okay. Again, let me tell you. So they decided that they were going to go, they were going to drop the Mercedes, the two-door Mercedes car used in the murder of Young Dolph. They dropped it at the same house that they did a music video on not too long prior to that, when that was discovered by all you social media sleuthers out there. Man, I give you all a pat on the back, man, because I know every one of you that have been out there running through this case. There's been some of you guys, shout out to many of y'all you've been doing, a lot of coverage on this, right? But the way you guys were able to put together the home, they then turned around and dropped the car off at the same location where this music video was shot. He then turns around and deletes the music video off his page, but it was viral by then. Then, less than 24 hours later, a body is found at the same location, at this house. Not to mention the fact, okay? Not even to, hold on just a sec. Just a sec. Give me just 1 second. Let me, I want to pull up that particular video. Give me a sec. The music one, I'm talking music video that he did. It was garbage. It was trash. He's a horrible rapper. And now, now why would he do this? Why would he kill Dolph? Now, everybody knew Dolph's vehicles, right? He had the custom camo job, right, on his cars. You could see the two-door Mercedes that's sitting there blocking, Dolph. It almost seems like they tried to block the car in, maybe didn't pull up all the way, but these men did not know that there was another person actually sitting inside this car when Young Dolph went into the bakery. And that man busted back on him. And there has been talk and discussion about the possibility that he may have hit one of these individuals. Don't know, but I can tell you this. 10 bodies dropped in the subsequent weekend after the murder of Young Dolph. 10 people, 10 deaths. When I tell you that the streets started taking care of their own, yeah. But this is really, really, really good news. It's absolute senseless shooting. Okay. I'm really glad for this day. I'm really, really glad for this day. Now, Young Dolph, again, he's known in that community. When they seen that car, they knew it was Dolph. Nobody else has a car like that. Nobody else has a camo job on their car like that. So they did what they wanted to do. They came with masks. They came with hoodies. You could tell that they actually put some thought into this. They had, you could tell, they had on like gray, like sweatpants, hoodies, one black, one blue, the mask, got the hoodie on, got the Bass Pro hat. Now, let me really quick. I'm going to show you guys what I am talking about with this guy, okay? Give me just one sec here. Let me bring that up. And during times like this, guys, you already know, right? You already know that when we have these type of breaking news stories that happen like this, we're not really necessarily, prepped, right? This was pretty off the cuff here. But give me a second here. I want to show you this, what I'm referring to here for those of you that may be interested in this and additional information here. Now, remember, guys, we're talking about not only was this particular vehicle that was used in this crime, not only was this found at this house where this music video was done, they also
Son, we're
hold that thought a second. Let me log into my
grabbing burgers for dinner if you're
my
interested.
premium here.
I'm vegan, Walter.
You had bacon for breakfast.
This is fantastic news. I wish I could have went live on my main channel, but as you know, I've been dealing with the false flag. So, but I should be good after tomorrow. So, but obviously I don't need to do that. But there is a music video. Let me see if I can grab it really quick, you guys. Give me a second. Bear with me here. There it is.
Now, as you know it, Young Dolph has been
you remember
through
this,
the worst
right?
things in life that anybody could dream of their loved ones. His name's been everywhere. And when your name is everywhere, ops who don't like you spread.
He's been on this too, right? And again, we watched this trash ass music video that this guy did in front of this home, the same home where the vehicle that was used in the murder was found. Then a body drops, right? And the fact that he would go, okay, and delete that video after, it's the clout chase for me, right? It is the clout chase for me. Some people, guys, are absolutely addicted to clout chasing, okay, to the point where they will kill somebody for the clout that they think it will give them, right? It's horrible. This man here, 23-year-old Justin Johnson. Now I got a bunch of shitload of windows open. Give me a sec. Justin Johnson. Let's see. Oh, here's the video right here I was talking about. That's it, right here. This is the one. This is the video that was done in front of the same house where the vehicle was discovered. Look at this trash. He can't even stay on beat, y'all. Garbage.
Yeah, I'm on some money shit, chasing hundreds on dumber bitch. Coming, quick money long, yeah, I'm having shit. Quick to pop my shit on any bitch, don't need that hoe for shit. My gang standing on.
Who got on that? Who got the Bass Pro hat on? What's going on here? Man, shout out to the Leak You Sleuthers and Sleuthettes, man. Y'all are the fucking best. Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best, man. Walking around here with a Bass Pro hat on. 23 years old. 23. And there's absolutely no question in my mind that this was an absolute planned hit. This was an assassination. This was a straight up assassination. Young Dolph has been targeted many times before. Many times. It's been a couple of instances of Young Dolph being shot at, his life being, targeted. He had to literally ride around in bulletproof cars. He had to literally tuck his family away to keep them safe because so many men wanted what he had, his clout. Look at this garbage.
My shit on any bitch, don't need that hoe shit. My gang stand on top of shit, I'm up niggas, little bitch. Trappin' ain't gon' never stop, come beat down my block. Boss like on me, but you know I keep a dirty Glock. 30 shots up in my Glock, I bet on me.
He ain't even on beat. I ain't no good rapper, but even I could rap better than that. But I'm saying, now that we have literally tied this man to this music video, he's in the music video, okay? He's in the music video, okay? He doesn't have a Bass Pro hat on, but this guy up here does. Again, who is rocking Bass Pro hats as a style? Y'all better watch out, the new trending style. When summer comes, I guess it's going to be Bass Pro hats, huh? This is garbage.
Yeah, I'm on some money shit, chasing hundreds on thumbing.
Be on probations, paroles, in trouble with the law, and literally put their face. Look how trash this is. Listen, look, the microphone's right here. Why do we see the microphone, right? Garbage, trash. And the fact that, this video dropped October 23rd. October 23rd. Again, Young Dolph was killed less than 2.5 weeks later. Again, the murder vehicle was found at this location.
Bitch, coming, quick money long, yeah, I'm having shit. Quick to pop my shit on any bitch, don't need that hoe for shit. My gang standing on top of shit, I'm up niggas, little bitch. Trappin' ain't gon' never stop, come beat down my block. Boss like on me, but you know I keep a dirty Glock. 30 shots up in my Glock, I bet I'll miss a shot. Hit on me, I bet you hit a 7 on your shot.
I can't take it. I cannot take it. Okay. There he is, right there with the black shirt on. Now, who's the guy with the Bass Pro hat on in this video? Because I'm telling you right now, coincidences, okay? One thing or one similarity may be one thing, but two, then three, then four. Again, Justin Johnson wanted for first-degree murder, capital murder. Wanted for attempt first-degree murder. As of this moment, wanted by not only state authorities, but federal authorities as well. 23 years old. Let me show you about the day that they found the car. We watched them. We were literally plugged into the streets, watching authorities literally tow this car away from the same crime scene. There it is.
But Memphis Street News, and today we
Memphis
talking
Street
about
News, you get a little promo today, sir. This is the vehicle, Mercedes. Had the little ding on the door there. Again, Justin Johnson, age 23, currently wanted by U.S. Marshals, federal and state authorities. Okay. Again, there's that is the same home that they did this rap video in front of, the same home where this vehicle was found. Okay. It's breaking news all over the world right now. Breaking news all over the world.
Like someone.
We watched them tow this murder car away. And you guys, I know that there's no consolation for the life of one that has been lost to the streets when it comes to murder and violence. But many of you should be rejoicing today. And I'm telling you right now, you sleuthers and you sleuthettes and you web sleuths out there, y'all did that. I'm 1,000% sure that all the work, regardless of, a lot of the crazy things that kind of get spun off, right, from those types of things. Sometimes it can kind of get into a like a whirlpool, right? When you're doing web sleuthing or whatnot. But oh my gosh, you did that. And you guys should be very, very proud of yourselves, because I don't think authorities would have even been able to do this without the help of many of you out there and your tips. Okay, your tips.
Criminals can be also like that car looks
Straight drop. And, and it's things like this, you get to looking at these things, right? The titles of some of this stuff, people clout chasing, using names and stuff like that, and never actually having solid information to bring. But let's take a look at this real quick, guys. This is a news report.
The top from federal officials tonight. Police and the U.S. Marshals Service say Justin Johnson, the man you see here, is wanted for the murder of rapper Young Dolph, and they need your help to find him.
The rapper, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., was murdered in front of a cookie shop on Airways in November. Now, police have been combing through clues for weeks and believe that Johnson is the shooter. There is a $15,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Johnson Johnston, we're told, is 23 years old, and officials say he's about 5'8" tall and weighs a little under 200 pounds. He has the name Jaya tattooed on his right arm. He is considered armed and dangerous.
If you spot him, call authorities immediately. We'll have that information on our website, WREG.com.
All right.
Wow, look at that. Leak used already in the algorithm. That's crazy. I would really. Wow, look at that. Leak used already. I would really encourage, many of you who are interested in blogging and crimes and justice type blogging and crime and investigation type blogging. The key to it is just being honest. Just tell it how it is. No need to fabricate things or invent or make things up. The truth is already bad enough, right? This is one report I was very glad to come up here and make. Again, Justin Johnson, wanted for the murder of Young Dolph. Federal authorities are looking for Justin Johnson. U.S. Marshals are on his tail. And knowing the way these clout chasers operate, right? Even the police can be looking for them, and they'll still be on social media trying to see how many clicks and views they're getting. Again, shout out to Dalai Lama's tea for the tea on this. She's kind of like the eye in the sky, kind of like a little producer almost. And she definitely hit me up and let me know as soon as she's seen this. She's seen it before I did. So I definitely give props to her on that tip. But again, this man is wanted in connection to the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph, who was murdered Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. murdered at Makita's Homemade Cookies on November 17th, 2021. That video we were just looking at dropped October 23rd, right? Or October 30th, one of the two. So just a few weeks after that trash ass video, you know, that these guys made, Young Dolph is murdered. And then, of course, then the car is found at this same location where this music video was shot. Good work. He has been added to TBI's most wanted list. Okay. So the people are not going to rest. All right. And we really want to know what's going on with this Bass Pro hat, because there sure was a character in that music video wearing one. Anyway, I just want to kind of take note that while all this has been going on, these people have been still dropping these trash ass music videos, okay? Because they're garbage. And we'll never, ever be able to to even put a candle next to the legacy that Young Dolph has left. A man who looked out for his children, even in death. Nothing even needs to be said about that. That man loved his family, was a father to, very young children, and a very senseless murder. And apparently we now have an official suspect, 23-year-old Justin Johnson. So guys, listen, I'm going to go ahead and break on off from here, and I'll catch y'all in the next live. Much love, everybody.